Hi naturals, and welcome back to today's video. Thank you so much for clicking. My name is Dima and you are welcome to today's video. Please, if you're new, kindly tap on the red subscription button to join our family. Like this video and please remember to share with your friends after watching. On this video, I'll be telling you reasons why clothes are not working for you, because some of you have commented in one of my videos that clothes make their hair stiff. Some say that it broke their hair off. Others say that it increased their shedding and breakage. I will also be sharing with you 3 amazing ways to use clothes for massive hair growth. In order for us to achieve our aim on today's video, I'm going to be telling you reasons why clothes are not working for you while you watch 3 amazing ways to use clothes in your hair for massive hair growth. The video will be playing showing you 3 amazing ways to use clothes in your hair. While you listen, as you watch, try to listen to me while I tell you reasons why clothes are not working for you. So let's go. If you have been an OG on this channel, you will notice that I love to use cloves, and whenever I'm using cloves, you will definitely see hibiscus in it. That's because hibiscus is moisture packed, and like I told you in a short that I recently shared, I told you that moisture and protein are requirements for your hair to grow optimally. I take it again. You need a balance of moisture and protein for your hair to thrive. And if you notice, most of my cloves recipes come with hibiscus. I use hibiscus for a reason. First, hibiscus is moisture packed, and whichever herbs I'm using on this channel, I love to add it. Whenever I'm not adding hibiscus, I always give you an instruction towards the end of the video telling you what to do with that treatment, especially when I did not use hibiscus. That way you don't have whichever herbs we are using for that recipe dry out your hair or make your hair stiff. The reason why they dry out your hair and make your hair stiff is because there is no moisture. You did not add moisture. Even some of you that use hibiscus and cloves still run into stiffness and dryness. That's because you did not back it up with moisture. I'm coming to that. Now, you may have heard of the term hair porosity and wondered what it means, especially hair porosity, which is about your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. The porosity of your hair affects how well oils and moisture pass in and out of the outermost layer of your hair, known as the cuticle. So we have about 3 types of hair porosities, which includes high porosity, low porosity, and medium porosity. I'll be dwelling on high and low porosity. Now, if your hair is low in porosity, that means your hair is sensitive to protein. And if your hair is high in porosity, it simply means that your hair is protein loving. Your hair loves protein. So whatever you're putting in your hair, provided you don't put excess, that's not going to affect you. But when your hair is low in porosity, which is protein sensitive, whatever you put in your hair, especially products or herbs that contain protein, that's going to make your hair stiff, which simply means that your hair is telling you that you have added too much protein, that you should watch it. You use that and your hair is stiff. That simply tells you that your hair is sensitive to protein, and maybe the product you used contains protein, and for your hair to be stiff or break off, it simply means that you have added too much protein than required, or your hair needs at that particular time. So what do? Whenever your hair reacts in a certain way, either shedding, breaking excessively, or maybe stiff, or what have you, listen. Always try to listen to your hair. Your hair is trying to tell you something at any given time, okay? Whenever you feel that your hair is stiff, that means your hair is trying to tell you that the product you used, that it doesn't like it. So what do? You try to balance or switch things up. Okay, take for instance the recipe that I'm making here. I have cloves and ginger. Now, cloves and ginger, there is no moisture in this treatment. Okay, this treatment works magic, right? But how can you use it? How can you use this treatment, especially if your hair is sensitive to protein, because there is no moisture to balance this treatment up. Does that mean that you're not going to be using all the treatments because your hair is sensitive to protein? Is it that you are going to neglect products that should work for you simply because your hair is sensitive to protein? Now, this is where what I always tell you comes in. I always tell you that whenever you have treatments like this, especially if your hair is low porosity like me, my hair is low in porosity, all right? So for you to use this treatment as a low porosity hair, so what you need to do is to balance it up with moisture. Now, there is no hibiscus to balance this up. What do? It is either you add hibiscus to yours. Even if you add hibiscus and your hair still gets stiff, what else should you do? There are loads of ways to kill a rat. Now you balance it up with a leave-in conditioner. That is why I always tell you that no matter what treatment you're prepping or whatever DIY you're making, you should have a good moisturizing leave-in conditioner around you. Okay, now you need to balance that up with leave-in conditioner. Not just leave-in conditioner, not just any type of leave-in conditioner. You need a moisturizing leave-in conditioner. So you're spraying this, you're following it up with a moisturizing leave-in conditioner and sealing up with hair butter cream. You may ask, Dima, I thought you said hibiscus is moisture packed. Why does my hair still feel stiff even after using products made with hibiscus? That's because our own sensitivity to protein varies, okay? Your own might be extreme, okay? My own might be mild, right? So when your own is super sensitive, your own low porosity is super sensitive, that's when that happens, okay? So you need to always balance whatever treatment you're using with leave-in conditioner, moisturizing leave-in conditioner. That's a great hack. That's the best way to use any kind of DIY products you want to use in your hair. Some people, it may be working for them, but they are just experiencing stiffness in their hair. So in that case, you have to balance it up with moisture. When your hair is stiff, it means that it's lacking moisture. Also, that does not mean that when your hair is high in porosity, it doesn't get stiff. Some of us overuse these treatments. Some of us can be applying 5 times, 6 times, 7 times a week without even topping it up with moisture. So I always advise you to use these treatments 2 to 3 times weekly. Do not overdo things. Like my sister Nappy Fu would always say, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, okay? So use things in moderation. Now when you hear that this particular product or DIY is working, you want to buy your hair with it. Every day you're spraying that particular product, you're spraying it. Remember that too much moisture can also cause your hair to shed. Some of you that experience over excessive shedding and breakage, that could be as a result of too much moisture. When you give your hair too much moisture, there will be a problem. When you give your hair too much protein, there will be a problem. What your hair needs is a balance of the two. If you're able to balance the two, moisture and protein, your hair will do well. Don't give more of one and give less of another. I don't know if you understand me. Don't give your hair less of moisture and don't give your hair much of protein and vice versa. Lastly, sister, brother, deep conditioning is very, very important. Deep conditioners on the market are not for fancy. You need to buy moisturizing deep conditioners because these are products that bring in moisture to your hair. And if you want to make DIY, make sure that the DIY deep conditioning treatment is moisturizing enough. On that note, I draw a curtain to this video, and that does not mean that I'm leaving this topic finally. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section below. Bring in your questions. Let's trash it out. I'll be there to reply all your comments. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share this video so that all our family members can get access to this video. The more you share, the more people get enlightened, because a lot of people need to hear this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will definitely see you in my next one coming up soon. Thank you and see you soon.